Bugs.
Hey,
There
Tupper,
is, yeah,
can you fix all the bugs, please?
yeah. You want me to
server
fix
guys
them?
fix all the servers. Can you fix them?
You want me to fix them? Okay.
Yeah.
That's also what I get told in Discord, man. I keep telling people you do not want me writing code. I think I can make an Excel spreadsheet. That's about it. So, anyways, it is no secret that VRChat has a fair share of bugs, to put it lightly. We try and address as many of these as we can, as often as we can. However, it's pretty clear that we've been dragging a few of them along for a little bit too long. So we've put aside some feature work, so stopped working on some features, pushed them aside for the moment, so that we can devote development time towards these most egregious bugs. We keep track of all of them internally. If you report a bug, it's being tracked somehow inside of our system that you don't know about, but that's okay. It's being tracked, I assure you. There are a lot of processes and documentation kind of standards that we take for that. But what I wanted to do was kind of provide a more community-centric point of view, and this is what I made up here. The bugless body slam is apparently the title here. But basically, I took a huge amount of bugs from our internal tracking, from the feedback boards of the canny, even just hearing people talking about issues I heard within earshot while hanging around in VRChat. Don't bother zooming in, by the way. We made sure it was all blurred. I'm going to tell you about the good ones. On the x-axis, on the bottom left there, I put frequency, and on the y-axis, I put pain. How often does this bug happen, and how painful is it? So sorting bugs like this, I found made it super easy for me to figure out and say, Tupper's whining about this, Tupper wants this fixed. And eventually I started bringing in other people.
Tell you.
And I started
Let me tell you
whining
about this guy. I'll get to work, mornings is for coffee and contemplation, right? You're sitting down, you get started, turn on your computer, and this guy comes along. And it's like, he's waving flags and DMing. He's like, I've got this chart. It's going to be great. Come see it. And I go look at it, and I'm like, we got to stop all feature work.
And you drop your coffee, too.
Yeah, and do what you say. But this guy, he's good. So
I have passed along the community pains and all of the issues that you guys are making clear to us with your repro steps and your output logs, and I put them here into that thing that we showed earlier. But let me just kind of give you a taste out of the top 3 that we have on here. And I'm going to describe these more in detail. You probably know what they are. They've probably happened to you, but I'll let you know how we're working on it. First off, yes, the audio bug. I see it. I see you, chat. It's the same joke over and over. My mic is fine. The audio bug is our highest priority by far. But it is the highest priority issue we've had in quite a while. Voices will cut out and sometimes they don't come back. We've actually discovered in determining how this audio bug works that there are multiple different audio bugs. There's the Unity audio bug where it's, I could still see Ron talking, but I could see his Visemes moving. I can't hear him. And I have to restart VRChat, or sometimes the voice comes back. There's also the network audio bug where everyone loses voice at the same time, which is even weirder. The Unity audio bug is probably what you've heard before. You'll stop hearing everyone's voice. You'll still see Visemes, blah, blah, blah. Restarting sometimes fixes it, or it does fix it. The network audio bug is more rare, and it only really seems to happen in super crowded instances where there's tons of voice and there's tons of full body IK. We first actually discovered this thanks to a couple of events like Shelter and Loner and Resumo, where they have tons of people talking, tons of people dancing, and lots of loud music going on. They've been excellent test beds, so shout out to them for letting us kind of test stuff out there. This bug, the audio bug, is our current #1 priority. We hate it as much as you do. That's a lie. We hate it more than you do. Because I want it gone. I want it dead. I want it to be gone. This is the second or third bug we've had in VRChat called the audio bug, and they're always the worst.
It's called VRChat for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. It's just VR with the audio bug. Social menu weirdness. Okay, so this one we partially kind of addressed, sort of, kind of. We're in the middle of it. This is a big old bucket of bugs that have to do with your social menu. Sometimes your friend list info can be out of date. Sometimes your friends will be offline when they're on or off. Or vice versa, various other issues. Obviously, this isn't super great as a social application. You want to know where your friends are. You want to know if you can join them. You want to know your invites have been received. There's just kind of a little bucket, a little crappy bucket full of these social menu bugs. We've addressed a couple of them. A couple of them actually already been solved. For example, sometimes you would show up as offline even though you're online and you're in VRChat staring at your social menu. We fixed that one. There's a couple more we need to work on. Finally, the third of the top 3 is avatar load hitching. If you remember from, I think it was our last dev stream, but we had super fast avatar loading. Like it was just load blanc in. But now it's a little bit slower, and it's actually a little bit more hitchy. It's kind of strange. You'll actually get frame freezes when avatars load. We actually believe that some of this is on us, but we may be tracking down on a Unity bug. So hooray, those are always great. Upstream fixes are never fun. So anyways, those are the kind of the top three. Those are, like, we have engineers set aside who were originally working on features that are now working specifically on these bugs. And we want to tell you about these because we want to know that you are heard, we know about them, and we are working very hard on them. They are top priority for many people inside of VRChat. There's a lot more on there that I'll just kind of rapid fire through, just so, you know, hey, I read this actually, if we're going to call back to Discord a couple of weeks ago. For example, the stuck at 100% world loading bug. That one's awful. Avatars getting stuck in Blue Diamond Man, probably related and also awful. Stuttery IK, like everyone's stuck at 15 FPS. Smattering of various station bugs, a variety of full tracking bugs like your spine breaking, view ball getting off center, your spine to chest joint not bending properly, the Gumby bug where your neck and arms get stretched out, head pat misalignment where if someone's in full body, their hand is actually misaligned by a good couple centimeters. The 11 FPS bug.
Wait, time out.
Yeah.
Head pat alignment?
Yeah. No, they had a great example on there. Basically, like, instead of being here, like on my screen, it might be happening right now. My screen, my hand is right on top of your head.
But you don't ever give me head pats.
Well, you know, it's not part of the contract. Anyways, the gradual FPS log or loss over time, not being able to interact with the menu and moving too fast, tons and tons and tons more. But yeah, no, we know that there's lots of bugs. We are pushing aside feature work that we were working on before, including some of the features that we're working on here, to get some of these bugs fixed. We know that this is a huge pain point for a lot of community members. So yeah, we wanted to let you know we know about them and we're working on them. But that's it for the bug part. Don't worry, we're getting to features. I know we're taking a bit. There is a lot of stuff. Keep out for more fixes as we drop future releases. If you want to help us fix bugs, the best way to do it is test open betas and submit bug reports via the Canny.